What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is Empire Season 6, Episode 17 recap over everything. It's down to just the last few episodes of the Empire saga. The series has finally come to an end, and it's just sad to see, but let's check it out. Before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. If you enjoy my videos, recaps with a little bit of humor, please hit that like, recommend it to others. Let's get into it. Now, the episode starts off with Yana Badu singing. Cookie come in. Okay, so Bossy Fest is gonna be this. Bossy Fest gonna be this. It's gonna be that. And Becky trying to get a word in. Hold on, Becky. We don't have time for that. And so what we need to do, Bossy is gonna be the greatest, the best, and this and that. And so she tries to give him a handshake. She like, yeah, I'm Becky. She like, yeah, that's Becky. She one of our owners. You mean founder? And she like, yeah, founder. Anyway, Cookie Line, this is about my legacy, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody is represented, and we gonna do this. And then he say, well, it's funny how you doing that, but you taking the same dates as the Aces. And she like, really? We did that? Cookie tried to play like she didn't know what he was talking about. He said, well, the president of Aces seems is upset. You guys are trying to take up all the talent and all the venues. And she said, well, look, we're not worried about that old dinosaur, and we gonna go ahead and do what we need to do. And so then after he leaves, she says, Becky, my baby coming back, Becky. And she said, what, Andre? And she said, yeah, my baby. She like, that ain't no baby. Anyway, back at the Lion's Den, Andre finally comes home. Andre, we got your best food and everything that you like, baby. Come on down. You want some shrimp and grits? And he said, hey, what's up, Mike? I'm glad you back, son. How's everything? You seem good. What's going on with Empire? I've been telling the artists about you breaking return. She say, Lucy's not now. He say, it's okay, ma. Pop, I won't be going back to Empire no time soon. I'm going to, South America with my church. He say, we do everything for the kids. And then Hakeem say, yeah, we do. He say, getting married in Vegas is for the kids. And then Cookie said, Lucius. He say, it's okay, ma. Hey, the church helped me get rid of Kingsley, and so I'm gonna go to Uruguay. Meanwhile, we see Becky and everybody putting together the venue, and then they're seeing, she said, wait, hold up, why did TBD just drop out? And so then they wondering what's going on. And you see this dude come in. He say, hey, Cookie, I just want to let you know, we gotta pull the venue. They like, hold on, we got your venue on our stuff. He say, yeah, I understand, but as a rich kid's bar mitzvah, I had to take the deal. That ain't no bar mitzvah. I don't believe it. What's going on? Then he say, well, somebody you pissed off, and they trying to make sure that Bossy Fest is dead on arrival. I'm sorry. She say, all right, Minute Man, you can go. I know who doing this. This the president of the Aces. That's all right. We gonna fix this. Meanwhile, at Empire, we see that Lucius is trying to run day-to-day operations like Andre, and he's giving assignments to Devon and Treasure on where to perform during the Acer parties. And Devon, he kind of had his eye roll. He say, something in your eye. He say, man, Lucius, this is what you was protesting against, man. I don't want to do it, man. He's like, you think this what you was all about? He say, look, you gotta earn something before you can turn something down. You got on Andre bad side, imagine mine. And then Kelly Patel said, come on, man, enough with the act, Lucius. The only vision and deal that Andre negotiated is how to get his shoelaces back, Lucius. He said, hey, man, chill with that. He said, hey, welcome your new CEO. He said, hey, that's my son, man. He said, yeah, that's my bottom line, too. And then they sitting later talking. He said, let me fix you a drink. You want a little bit of antifreeze? He said, nah, it's all right. Give us a little drinky poo. But he said, look here, you didn't best in me once, but you ain't gonna do it again. And then Giselle said, look here, Lucius, check with Andre. There's some things in his contract you may be surprised about. So later we see at the Lions Den, Andre reading. He said, Andre, man, what happened? why you give away your birthright? What Kelly Patel's talking about? He said it's a clawback, but he's just dangling. He's not going to use it. He said, yeah, but I think he will. He said, well, I'll come back to Empire. I'll make it better. He said, but you may not be ready, son. Then we see back at Empire that Hakeem is talking with his lawyer about trying to get the annulment done, and then we see she comes in and she's all flirting everything, just married on the shirt, and he's saying that he want to get the annulment, and she's tripping about how much or whatever, and then he says, look, every day that you delay, I'm taking 100,000 off settlement. Meanwhile, Becky is sitting at Bossy trying to keep everything together, and her assistant, and she trying to make sure her assistant got everything in order. And then we see Portia walk in with her booty on the back, still pissed at Becky, and so she asking Becky, you know, what's going on, and Becky is saying, oh, it's okay, it's good, I forgive you, after she was just saying some stuff. And she like, you forgive me? And Becky said, yeah, I forgive you for not trying to help plan anything for my birthday and this and that. And so basically Portia still is upset that Becky and that song on that beat, and Portia is not realizing Becky was handling business and Portia is making it more than what it is. Now we see Cookie walk in. Lucius, you bastard, you done took TBD away. And he say, look here, man, you can't just come in here no more. We divorced. She say, yeah, well, why you trying to freeze us out? Look, I may lose Empire, man. I didn't do that. Maybe that fell through the cracks, okay? She say, okay, well, you know what? He say, look, you want to stand on your own? Stand on your own. She say, okay, Lucius, well, I'm going to make it. And I'm going to remember who was there for me and who wasn't, okay? Meanwhile, we see that she pop up on the president of Ace's lunch, and she say, oh, this is salty, just like your ass. And he says, okay, Cookie, what's going on? She said, why you trying to freeze me out? He said, I am gonna freeze you out. The people don't remember what I've done in the past, but they won't remember you either once your little homeless celebration and your company is bankrupt, unless you bow down and you come and I'll give you some slots and you come back to the Aces and cancel Bossy. Meanwhile, we see Becky trying to put two outfits together to make one dress for Bossy Fest, and it wasn't working out. And so she asking a friend, you know, she tweaking, you got my Adderall prescription? And she say, yeah, but I'm trying to do too much and I ain't been able to do it. She say, that's why you need to multitask. That's how I eat, with both hands, girl. Meanwhile, we see Tiana walk in looking beautiful as always, and she's saying, what's up? What's going on with all this going with Hakeem and this girl? I know my stuff been canceled with the rehearsal. This Bossy Fest better not go out. I need to keep my stuff going. I can't have this no shine. And she probably ain't even went to school, finished school. She say, ain't finished GED? Look, I'm a star, okay? And she surely is fine in the mud. Anyway, we see Becky say, look here, girl, I need you to perform at my party and do your hair and makeup, but I'm gonna get you laid. Like, that's doing her a favor. Anyway, we see Giselle, and she's working at Empire. Then we see Patel try to sneak a little smoochy poo, and she like, hold on, we can't do this. He's like, I just can't help myself. I just, pretty soon it's gonna be all ours, and you can have it. Kingdom, Empire. And so then she want to kiss him back. She happy about that. He want to taste them little lips again. Meanwhile, Cookie pissed. We gotta fight back. The nerve of this fool. Their ghost face bastard. Becky, they trying to take me down, but we gonna do the work. She's like, oh, it's a we now that it's hard work. She said, Becky, what are you talking about? You know you're a partner. Oh yeah, well, all I heard was, it's Cookie Line Legacy this and Cookie Line Legacy that. Then you've been freezing me out, and it's all about you. Now it's about the artist. If you was one of the original founders, you would know that this is about the artist and not about you. Cookie, I'm gonna try to get this slot with the Aces. You figure out what you're gonna do. and she walk off, and now Cookie looking salty right now. And meanwhile, we see Andre, and he rehearsing his lines. I am Andre Lyon. I am somebody. And then next thing you know, he see the pictures, and then he starts to tweak out, losing it. Wait a minute. This is who I am. I'm Andre. I can do this. My regime, my regime is. And Lucius see him tweaking out and rehearsing his lines, about to pop some pills. And Lucius coming, hold on, man. What you doing, man? And he say, well, Pop, it's nothing. This is just, hold up. You don't need that, man. But what about the meeting, Pop? The meeting's off, man. I need you to be okay, son. Andre. Meanwhile, we see Becky party is in effect. Becky is gyrating and twisting, looking like a big chocolate strawberry. And so she got her tongue out trying to taste the rainbow and everything. Meanwhile, we see that Hakeem and Tiana is there, and he's trying to apologize. And she like, yeah, well, your girl be doing too much. And here she come with a Miss Lion shirt on, hair boo. And she says, oh, you know what? You need to thank me. Because when I first got with Hakeem, he couldn't even walk right or eat food that didn't come in a box. So, you're welcome. And then I came like, look, you doing too much. You a clout chaser. You need to chill. And she like, well, look, I'm trying to help. I'm sorry, but you can use me and we can make something happen. I got these reporters here. They could take you for the Fresh Prince instead of Fresh Prince Will Smith. Meanwhile, Becky is sitting there, Tiana on stage. She giving a shout out to Becky for her birthday. Becky bouncing up. That's me. I'm Becky. I'm on Swole. Happy birthday. And so then she started saying, I'm going to give another present to all you girls out there, my future exes. You're welcome. If it wasn't for us fixing up the men, you wouldn't have nobody. And then made Maya look stupid. And then dancing and everything on stage. Meanwhile, Becky's assistant come give her a shout out. She like, where's my Adderall? And then she says, well, he came, he wanted to give it to you himself. And then Lil J like, here you go right here. She like, oh, you crushed it up already for me? And he said, no, this ain't what you got a test? This is some Becky for Becky. She like, oh, okay. I mean, it is like, from the earth. It's like coffee, it's cocoa bean, right? It's cocoa, and I like cocoa, chocolate, it's like cake, powdered sugar. Hey, it looks just like the powdered donuts, which are my favorite. Hey, let's have a seat, Lil J. And so then next thing you know, they sit down. Meanwhile, in the back of the club, we see Cookie on the phone, and she's talking to Andre, and he's saying, Ma, you wouldn't guess. You'd be surprised. The only person in the world as much as me. Pop, he had told me in the meeting, and he saw I was shaky, that he didn't want me to do the meeting. I was more important to Empire. And she said, what? Old peg leg, he done surprised me too. Little Peggy, people change. Maybe Terry will surprise you and change. I gotta go. And we see her walking up old Peggy, peg leg, and he's laughing. He say, man, that girl's mad, man. She say, well, that's what happened when you love a lion, man. I'm glad I got that out of my system. And she said, we need to team up together, work together, and take down these people trying to stop us. He say, well, you got my mind. Meanwhile, we see that, of course, Becky had a chocolate fountain, and we see that Tiana is confronted by Devon and his new boo. And he said, you see that outburst? The girl, she was happy to see Tiana. And he tells her, you see that outburst? Let that be known that when you got a good man, don't throw him out for the trash that you used to have. And Tiana peeped that when old girl was talking to her, that she was feeling her. So she say, you should look at the female anatomy and learn those lessons. And then she holler at old girl, and next thing you know, she like, you want to roll with me or her? And old girl step off with Tiana, at which I can't understand. And she walk off, leaving him looking stupid once again. And he should have been trying to make up to get in between that sandwich. Meanwhile, we see, speaking of sandwich, that Becky is on charge now with that little booger sugar. You know she already had a problem with her sugar. Now she on that powdered sugar. On charge, hype. Hey, that's my friend. How you doing? And Portia like, Becky, I'm trying to tell you. No, I just want to let you know that. And she just talking a mile a minute, sweating, looking all like a glazed chocolate donut. And she say, look, Becky, if they your friends, you tripping, because you got all that coke dust up under your nose. She like, what? No, that's just powdered sugar. That's just powdered sugar. You know me. Powdered donut dust. Next thing you know, she tried to wipe it off, and then she was trying to lick them fingers. Hey, his finger licking good. I can't help it. Meanwhile, we see Andre, and he's done, I guess, motivated by what Cookie said, trying to meet up with Terry again. And she's saying, you need to leave. I'ma call the police. But Terry, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just give me another chance, please. Andre, it's too soon. Why should I give you another chance? You need to go. And then she leaves. And of course, he looking stupid and heartbroken once again because it's too soon to be trying that. Meanwhile, we see that the team is working together to bring down everybody. Giselle and Becky like, maybe we shouldn't do this. And then Cookie like, oh no, I got you. Giselle, trying to be Giselle Patel, that hoe. And so he said, oh yeah, man, we got the ass both at once. We did good. And so then next thing you know, Lucius get a call, and so he sees that it's the president from the Aces, and he trying to bribe Lucius with spots and saying to bring, Yana Badu from Bossy to Empire, and he gonna make her dreams come true. Meanwhile, we see Giselle is paying off Dame Dash, Dame Cross, and she says, okay, well, we're all done. He say, no, you don't understand. You leasing your life from me like a Benz. We ain't done until I say you done. You see this busted lip? It means business. I want tickets to Bossy Fest too, because Yana's gonna be there. Meanwhile, we see back at Bossy, Yana minding her own business, singing, and Cookie just happened to walk by and hear it. So she gotta stop and run her big ass mouth. Sing that again. And so she's singing the little thing again. She like, that sound familiar, like something that Lucius told me when we got married. Our vows. Yeah, where you learn to sing something like that? I didn't. Lucius did. What? Lucius? I didn't know. I'm sorry. No, I'm the one that's sorry for thinking that he could have been thinking about me. And so now Cookie starting to come to the realization, even though she should have known she been working with Lucius, it's no secret. So I don't know why Cookie had to run her big ass mouth and spoil the mood and let the girl just sing the song. Lucius producing everything. If that would have came to your mind, you should have just kept your mouth closed and talked to Lucius. Meanwhile, we see at Empire that Maya's in the office, and Hakeem come to talk to her, and she like, you still trying to get a Noman after all I did for you? He said, look, what you talking about? Take a look at this. She like, look, I'm gonna take a look, but you keep it up and I'm gonna want more money, double. And so he says, just read it. And so she reads it, and on the tablet is giving props because of what he had the reporters at the party saying he a good actor. He say, it's all because of you. Let's keep this thing working. So now she's feeling a little better that her plan is coming together. Meanwhile, we see Becky is getting this little meeting together, and the president of the Aces is there at Empire, and so they all fronting like they happy to see him. And Lucius is telling this guy, drop the hammer once I'm done, man, on Papal Muse. Meanwhile, he's at the press conference, and they they announced together that they are teaming up and they are boycotting the Aces and they doing their own thing. And so now he's salty because they didn't set him up to look stupid in front of everybody. And so he walk off and then they happy and you think they got a plan coming together. Meanwhile, we see Giselle and Patel and they playing kiss in the back of the truck. And so he's saying that pretty soon he gonna make her the president of Empire, that this is all for real and he really trusts her. And so after they get out the car, it's all these reporters and everything and they ambushed. And then we see the other reporter, he says CEO or CEO. And so now they busted. Meanwhile, Lucius and Cookie celebrating, my favorite wife, so great we divorced twice. And so they think they celebrating the plan. And then Andre come tweaked out, Terry never wants to see me again. I'm going to Uruguay immediately and I'm never coming back. It's the best thing for the family. And so I guess he about to go and retreat and tweak out in the jungle. And so Lucius and everybody was shocked. Meanwhile, this time for real talk. Now, what I think about this episode, it was a couple things. Like, Cookie is wrong for how she treating Becky. She done got back into the same mode of Becky being her assistant and talking to Becky and talking down to Becky when Becky is the owner and was the founder of Bossy. And Cookie came on, but Cookie's just such an overbearing personality. I see that's going to end up ugly pretty soon. Becky was already starting to get pissed with Cookie for how she was acting and talking to her. Plus, Cookie bring too much drama and too much heat. She was ready to just settle and do what she needed to do, but we'll see. Cookie, she burns a lot of bridges when she moves. And Giselle, now all of a sudden, she didn't drop them draws for Patel, and now she about to have an Empire job. I mean, boy, she sure know how to make things happen, but what she didn't know is Dame Cross, she gonna end up having to work with the feds and set him up because he ain't gonna let her go. She's a cash cow and she's scared of him, and he's using that as leverage. And eventually I see she gonna have to set him up, and I think that in the end I can see her as possible person to have Lucius and Cookie and everybody killed and end up just her and Kelly Patel riding off in the sunset. And another thing, this Maya girl, how is they trying to make her basically blackmail Hakeem with this marriage? They could have had her fired. She has no leverage. Hey, look, if you don't get a no, you're fired. You're gonna have to go back to dancing or sitting your ass down doing whatever you was doing. You'll be fired. We'll drag this thing out in court so long you'll go broke and it won't be worth it. And so in the end, I mean, they wasn't married that long. There's no leverage in that situation. So I don't understand how that's going on. And also Becky and Portia really is tripping hard on that, not realizing the fact of business. And I don't think Becky really owe her an apology, even though, you know, their friendship is getting affected, but their friendship is getting affected because Portia is taking it too deep to another level. It's other beats. It ain't like that was the only beat that was going to make or break her career. If she really is about her stuff, then she should be able to make another beat and keep it moving. That ain't the only beat that you got, and it wasn't the greatest of all. So I think she should move on from that. And last but not least, that Becky on Becky. It was, of course, the dealer, he want to get more money. He need to up her intake. And so, of course, he know when he saw her, oh yeah, she got a problem with sugar. She got a problem with her sugar. He knew it, okay? It was obvious. So all he had to do was get her a little packet of Sweet and Low, tell her sprinkle this on what she need, and the rest is history. And so Becky, you know, is tweaked out. She about to be in trouble because pretty soon she ain't gonna want that Adderall because it ain't gonna do the trick. She gonna need that booger sugar, you know, that diesel and that powdered donut dust. She was enjoying that. Plus it was like letting a little leftovers snack for later because she just wiped it off her nose and licked her fingers, and it was just delish. So I hate to see that that she is graduated in the drug game. And of course, that's why you got to be careful. Of course, he's going to make it sound great, but she should have realized that it's all a game and he trying to get paid. And also, Cookie, why does she gotta run her damn mouth and spoil that Lucius wrote that? She should have came to Lucius on the side. She know that Lucius is producing that girl stuff. She acting like she's surprised. As soon as she heard it and knew that that was something with Lucius and it was Yana singing it, she should have put it two and two together. And then got the nerve to say, damn Lucius. What you mean, damn Lucius? Damn you. You talk too much. And then at the end, when she confronted Lucius and asked him about it, that's what she should have did in the first place. But instead, she had to make another problem with everybody because that's her artist. So why would you want her upset? And then why is you busting the bubble and making it seem like Lucius is just recycling the same old lines? So that wasn't a good situation for none of them. But in the end, we'll see how it turned out. They trying to make it real messy and complicated to see who killed the lion. And I'm interested to see. They saying they didn't finish the filming the episodes, which I hate, and I wish and hope that they do finish and that it is not true, because it'd be a shame if they never finish this show after all that they went through, get to the last episodes and then don't finish it and then just done with the show. That would be tragic. So in the end, I hope they finish it. Oh, that's my real talk. I want to thank everybody that support me at Patreon, and I really appreciate everybody that supported me on PayPal as well and Super Chat during my live streams. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next episode, in the next video. Peace, and I'm out.